Hi guys, today we will discuss the impact of government policy changes on business and industry. Uh, First already we discussed the liberalization, privatization and globalization. Then overall today we try to discuss the impact of LPG, liberalization, privatization and globalization policy changes on business and industry. Then first we will revise what is liberalization, then privatization and then globalization, and then after we will try to go with the impact of LPG policy changes on business and industry. Liberalization, it means freedom of business and industry from the unnecessary controls and restrictions of the government, particularly licensing and quotas. Privatization, it is the process of reducing the role of public sector in the economic activities of a country. It involves induction of private ownership, private management and control in public sector through disinvestment. And globalization, it means integrating the economy of a country with the world's economy. It is the process of increasing economic integration and growing economic interdependence between countries in the world economy. Now, the target is to cover the impact of government policy changes on business and industry. So then we have a various points to discuss. These are increasing competition, more demanding customers, rapidly changing technological environment, necessity for change, need for developing human resources, market orientation, loss of budgetary support to the public sector. Now one by one we will try to go with that. Then if you will try to go with the LPG policy, that is relate to the liberalization, privatization and globalization of the government, has made a significant impact on the working of enterprises in business and industry. There are some of the challenges faced by the business and industries. Then one by one we try to go with that. The first one is increasing competition. Changes in the rules of industrial licensing and entry of foreign firms has increased the competition for Indian firms, especially in service industries such as banking, communication, health, etc. Then you have the next point relate to the impact, that is a more demanding customers. Due to increase in competition, a wider choice of products are available in the market. Result is there, customers are becoming more choosy. He is now regarded as the king of the market. Then the next point is a rapidly changing technological environment. Increased competition in market forces the firms to develop new ways to survive and grow in market. Due to these, smaller firms face tough challenges for transformation in process, technology, machines and products. Then the next point is necessity for change. A rapid change in the market forces the enterprises to continuously modify their operations. Then the next one is need for developing human resource. The new market conditions require people with higher competence and greater commitment. Therefore, the need to develop human resource is increasing. Then the next point is market orientation. Earlier firms used to produce first and then sell goods in the market. But now, in the fast changing world, production oriented technique has changed to market orientation, where firms study and analyze the market first and produce goods accordingly. Then, loss of budgetary support to the public sector. The central government's budgetary support for financing the public sector outlays has declined over the years. Public sector undertakings have realized that in order to survive, they will have to develop their own resources and be more efficient. Now after the impact, we have the one more content that is calling the demonetization. And then after that, this topic is over. Then demonetization is the act of stripping or discontinuing a currency unit of its status as legal. It usually occurs when there is a change in currency by the government. During the implementation of this policy, the currency that has lost its legal status is deposited with banks and replaced with currency that is still valid. A lot of countries have tried demonetization, and while it worked well for some countries, it didn't work for others. For example, Nigeria introduced new currency and banned the old notes in 1984. Its economy collapsed after this as it was debt ridden and high on inflation. Similarly, in Myanmar, military invalidated around 80% value of money to curb black market. Now we are trying to discuss the demonetization in India. India faced its first demonetization in 1946 and one in 1978. On both the occasions, the reason was to combat black money that went circulating wide and large. On 8th November 2016, India witnessed its third phase of demonetization, wherein Prime Minister Narendra Modi banned rupees 500 and rupees 1000 currency notes with immediate effect. With banning of rupees 500 and rupees 1000 notes, the country moved one step towards digitalization. In the age where almost every person uses a mobile phone, the concept of online wallets came out to be very successful. Online wallet, it refers to an electronic device that allows an individual to make electronic transactions. The announcement of the demonetization of the currency has caused huge inconvenience to the people. Cash crunch became a major problem due to the unavailability of small currency demonetization. Various features and objects of the demonetization in India, we can speak, these were the objectives behind demonetization in India. According to the government, the objectives behind demonetization policy are: it is an attempt to make India corruption free. It is done to curb black money, to control escalating price rise, to stop funds flow to illegal activity, to make people accountable for every rupee they possess and pay income tax return. It is an attempt to make a cashless society and create a digital India. And overall demonetization, we can speak simply, it is the act of discontinuing a currency unit of its status as legal. Okay guys, thank you very much. Have a good day.